Hey guys, welcome to another video of the course. My name is Achu, and in this section, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to download the various trading platforms into your PC. That's your personal computer. There are three main trading platforms a lot of traders out there use, which are MT4, MT5, and TradingView. And I'm going to be showing you how to download those platforms into your computer today and how to navigate through them. We are going to be starting with MT5. The first thing you want to do is to go to your browser of choice. I use Chrome. You could use whatever you use to go to the internet and go to Google and just type in MT5 and you search it. Now, one thing you want to do is make sure you download it from the metatrader5.com website. Don't use an alternative website because you risk downloading a spam link to your computer, which might end up affecting it with a virus. You click on this, and what you notice here is they say download for Linux. That's if you are using a computer that operates on Linux, or for Mac, if you are using a Mac OS system, that's an Apple computer. For web terminal means once you download, you need a web browser to access the interface. Now I'm using Windows, so I'm going to click download for Windows. Immediately it went to my download folder on my browser. You see that's it here. Now, for people that does not have this icon on your browser, what you want to do is go to your file manager and then you come to download and you see this is your MetaTrader MT5 setup. You double click it and make sure it's from a verified publisher. Very important. And then you click yes. Go through you could read the terms and conditions if you want to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to click next. And all I have to do is wait for it to install. Installation process is done and we click finished. Normally, you are going to see
Incoming
the
mail.
MT5 icon appear on your desktop. But for some reason, if you don't find it on your desktop, what you want to do is to go to your search bar on your computer and you type MT5 and you will see the MT5 icon somewhere here on your computer, like with the MT5, but mine is on the desktop. So if I want to access it, all I need to do is double click on it and it's going to open. Now, this is the default setting you always see. This is how your computer always your MT5 always open. First thing I always like to do is I like to close all the mails so I can have more space for my charts to open on. You realize you have like four different currency pair at the screen on the screen at the time. You have the Euro USD, you have the Great British Pound USD, you have the USD and the Swiss franc, you have the USD and Japanese yen. Now, if I want to enlarge one of these and make it like to fill my main screen, what I want to do is come to this enlarge icon here and I click it, and that's going to fill out my main screen. So you realize you have all these squares on the screen, which is not really presentable, and I want to take it off so I can see my charts clearly. The easiest way is to go to chart and you come down to where it says grid. You see, you could also use Control and G on your PC. It's going to take it off. If I click on it, it takes it off. You realize my chart is more visible. Another thing is I don't like indicators. Not like I don't like indicators, but I don't just use indicators to trade. Even if I use an indicator, I always want this to be minimized. And you see, if I put my button at the extreme of the zone between the indicator panel and my chart panel, you see, it gives me the option to either increase or minimize the indicator panel. I could do that, but since I don't want any indicator, I have to come on the indicator and I right click and I say delete indicator. Now I have my chart on my screen. Another thing is my chart is right at the extreme and I don't want that. I want to keep some space between my chart and the end of my screen. And this icon here, shift end of the chart from the right border. If I click that, it's going to shift the chart away from the border. Now, by default, sometimes your chart might appear like this, like the bar chart. Sometimes by default, you might have the bar chart instead of a candlestick. If for some reason your chart is appearing like this instead of a regular candlestick, these are the various charts we have here. You have the bar chart, the candlestick, and the line chart. So what we're going to use is the candlestick. If you are not having the candlestick chart, all you need to do is come here and click on the candlestick chart, and you're going to have a candlestick chart. You click the icon with the plus button to zoom out, and the one with the minus button to zoom in. Now, if I want to see various different currency pairs at a time, if I click this, you realize it goes back to the way it was. Now, I can see what the different currency pairs are doing. If I want to choose one to open, I just maximize it over here. The next thing I want to show you is, let's say you want to create another demo account. You have this account, but you don't like it. You want to create another demo account. All you need to do is come to File, and you come to this place that says Open an Account. You click here. Now, once you are here, you click Next. It says Open a demo account to take visual money. Never open a real account if you don't know what you're doing. And you might not be connected to an existing account because you might not have one yet. If you have an existing account, make sure you have your login details here. So we are opening a demo account. We click Next. You fill in your first name, your second name. You put in your email address and your mobile number. Then you come here. This is where you choose how much you want your visual account to have. This one has 100,000. If you want it to be 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, if you want it to be 500,000, you put it here. And then this is going to be your leverage, which is something you're going to learn more as you proceed in the course. You click agree to terms and condition, and then you tap next. And yeah, you have your demo account. You have to make sure you keep these details very well, because if you want to log into this same account on your phone, you're going to be needing the exact details you have here. What I always do is I just copy this and I go to something like
Incoming mail.
Google Docs. Uh, I go to my Docs folder and I open a blank folder, and then I paste it in there and I save it just in case I need it. I have all the information I need to log into that account here. So I recommend you can do that as well. So that's it. Now, another thing I want to show you is, let's say there is a symbol here that you don't like. You want to take it off this watch list. Let's say I don't like the US dollar and the Swiss krona. I want to take it off the watch list. All I do is right click and I come to hide. It's going to take it off. If I don't want the US dollar and the Chinese yen, I right click on it and I come to where it says hide. I take it off. Now, what am I going to do if I want to add another pair that is not on this list? I want to add a pair that is not on this list to this list. You could click here and you write the name of the pair and it's going to add. But we don't want to go through that route. I will just come to, you see this icon that says show symbol list or control U on your PC. I click it. For Forex pairs, you click on Forex. It's going to show you all the currency pairs on Forex. If you want to add a currency pair, you click it here and you see where it says show symbol. If you click show symbol, if the pair was not on your watch list, it's going to appear on your watch list. Now, let's say you want to add something like gold. You like trading gold. This is the symbol of gold, XAU USD. I want to add gold to my watch list because you see here, there's no gold. Now I will click on gold and I come to show symbol. Voila, you have gold on my watch list and you click OK. Now let's say you want to add, because this is the USD Swiss franc. I want to go to the Great British Pound USD chart. If I click on it, it does not go. So how can I bring it here? You could go this route where you could just come here and you maximize it. You could use that route, or you could drag it and then you drop it in the chart. You see, it has changed to, we had Euro USD, let me drag. You have Great British Pound USD, let me drag Euro USD. You see, it has changed to Euro USD. If I drag gold and put it here, it has changed to gold against the dollar. So that's one way you can use to bring on other currency pairs to your chart. What am I missing? Now, okay, let's say you don't like the way it's looking. You want to customize your view. Maybe you don't like the green candles and the white candles on a black background. Come to an empty space on the chart panel and you right click. You come down to where it says properties. You could customize it straight from here. You could yellow on black. You could choose color on white. It's going to change your view as you see on the panel here. You could change black on white. it's still going to change. But for me personally, I love the green on black because to me it's more suiting to the eyes. So you could also customize the background manually by changing the background color here. You could choose whatever color you want. You could choose blue, you could choose whatever you want, but I love mine to be black. So you just you mess around with the buttons here just to customize your interface to suit your taste. Another thing is you realize my watch list is too big and I don't have enough of my chart. What I can always do is come here, you see, like when I come to the border between the chart panel and the watch list panel, you see the cursor changes to something like toggle right or left. So I use that to reduce this to the extent where I can only see the symbols of my coins. That way I have more space that my chart can occupy. Now, if you want to go to the various time frames, you can see that up here. You guys, you have, if you want to go to the monthly time frame, all you do is click that. If you want to go to the weekly, all you do is click on the weekly, the daily, you click here, the 1 hour, 30 minutes, and so on. Now, another thing is drawings. Let's say you want to add lines on your to mark zones. You could click on any of the drawing you want here. Like I need a line. I could click here and I put the line. And if I don't like the color of the line, I like click on it and I come to properties of M30 horizontal line. I click on it. I could change. I always like my lines to be yellow. And I click OK. It's going to change my line to yellow. Now, rectangle is something a lot of traders are going to be using because let's say I want to mark this zone here. If I want a rectangle, I come to insert, object, and I come to shapes and we have a rectangle. Now I can use that to mark my zone. You could also right click on it to customize it. You could change the color of the rectangle. Yeah, it's just about, making things to suit your taste. Another thing is indicators. If I want to add an indicator like the one we deleted in the first place, I could still come to insert and I come to indicators and you have the various indicators here. Let's say I want something like the volume, the one we had first. You could customize it to be the color you want here and I click OK. Now we're going to have the volume indicator here. If I don't want it, I left click on the indicator panel and I click delete indicator. So that's basically the simple things we're gonna be needing, like the basic things we need to know in order for us to start our journey in trading. As far as using the chart is concerned, there are a lot of things you only know with time. As you go further into the course, you're going to learn how to use them with time. But for now, I think these are the most important we need to know. Thank you guys for your patience, and I will see you in the next lesson.